Oh, look at the lovely monkeys we made.
Don't look like monkeys to me, Torch. They look like trout just before you pop them in the frying pan and eat them.
Trout! That's a good one, that is, Buzzer. Let's put these poor fish out of their misery.
Hey G.I. Joe fans and Dreadnok fans, welcome back to DESTRO'S Desk, and today we've got two of them for you. We've got Buzzer and we've got Ripper. Alright, let's not waste any time, let's get into this. So first off, we're going to look at Ripper, and the box is looking pretty good. We've got the plastic-free packaging still. We've got a picture on the front there of Ripper in the figure form. We've got a comic-style art piece right here, which looks really good. A great depiction of Ripper. Up top in the corner, we've got the usual weapons and accessories that come with the figure. And on the side, we've got the QR code for the figure that you can scan and get some more information. He's number 102 in the series. On the back, we'll have another look here at the figure, 6.5 inches tall. We've got those weapons. We've got tattoos on this guy, and we've got pretty sweet haircut. We've got the beard, and it looks like razor blade earrings. So Ripper is not messing around, let me tell you that. And on the side again, we've got that shot of the art piece. And again, he is number 102 in this series. Let's get him opened up because I'm excited for this guy. And while I get this guy opened up, you guys can take a look at the G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero 3 3/4 inch figure from back in the 80s when the Ripper first came out, version 1. And you can also see his file card there. And we have got Ripper in the old cardboard coffin. We got the old weapons pack out here. As I said, we've got Dreadnok Ripper. He is number 102. We got the old Cobra logo here. And we'll get the case opened up. And we've got his accessories and weapons. This opened up here. And I'll get Ripper out of the box and we'll have a closer look. Alright, so first off, let's have a look at these weapons. So, we have got a pretty sweet looking machine gun right here. This looks like a new mold for this one. We haven't seen a gun like this, which looks great. I like that the scope is molded in there. It's not a separate piece that will likely fall out. Molded all in black plastic. There's no paint apps really on the gun anywhere, except for this pretty serious looking blade we have on the end. That is in a silver paint app. It's got a nice edge on it there. There's a little bit of some wear marks on it. So great looking gun there for Ripper. I really like that one. There is a magazine goes in there, that in place so we don't lose it. And there we go, fits in there. Oh. Alright, there's the magazine in there. I'm going to say right off, I don't think they made the spot deep enough to put it in because it falls out very easily. So I think I'll be putting some, maybe a little dab of glue in there to hold that in place because that's definitely going to fall out. So anyways, there's the gun for Ripper. We have a smaller gun here. Another mean looking weapon for this guy. Another mold that looks brand new for Ripper. Good looking gun. Some texture on the handle there. It's all molded in a, looks like a dark gray this time plastic. But we do have another blade on the front of this that looks pretty sweet. Serrated edge on there. And that is painted in a metallic silver paint. So another awesome looking weapon for this guy. These guys definitely mean business. Don't want to mess with them and these weapons at all. We've also got a pretty sweet looking knife. Look at this bad boy. I think they did a great job with this one. Another mold here that looks brand new. Awesome looking handle on there, and it's molded in that dark gray, almost black plastic. But we do have a nice silver metallic paint job on the blade, which looks awesome, and it looks like they put a lot of detail into the blade, which really looks great. So plastic is the typical Hasbro flimsy plastic with the weapons, but overall it looks pretty good. So I like that. We have got his glasses, the red on there, which looks great, which is what we're used to seeing for a Ripper figure, and a very light gray frame for the glasses. So hopefully those will stay on him well, and we'll try that out shortly. And then we got this bad boy. Now I guess this kind of looks like what firefighters would use as the jaws of life, something like this. I don't think Ripper intends on using this to save a life. I think he means some serious destruction with this thing. These arms or the claws, they move nice and freely, so there's no problem there. Solid plastic on this. There's nothing flimsy about this one. This is I wish all their weapons were made like this. This is all solid. We have a few paint apps on here. Again, it's molded in that dark gray plastic, but we have these the claws on the end here. They are painted in that silver metallic color, and we have on the exhaust back here, we have another silver paint app on there, and on the outside here, we also have another silver paint app. So looks like they've used some paint this time, which looks great. This weapon looks awesome. It's a signature style weapon that we've seen all the way back to the very first version of this figure in the 1980s. So some great looking weapons there. Not a ton of stuff that came with this guy. There's no backpack or anything like that, but some really well done weapons, I think. All right, let's get up and personal here with old Ripper. So what an amazing looking head sculpt they did. I really think they did a wonderful job creating this look for Ripper. I think they nailed it as to what a 6-inch figure should look like. Really well done. We got a really sweet beard on there. His face, we got some nice eyebrows on there. He looks like he's got that teardrop tattoo on his face. Great expression on there. Looks like he's means business, probably while he's firing a weapon or something. His hairdo is wicked. It's probably something I'd have for a haircut if my job would have let me. Mohawk with some hair growing in on the side, so that looks awesome. Really like that head sculpt. And if you notice, we've even got those razor blade looking earrings on his right ear there. So awesome there. We've got a necklace around him. It's molded in black plastic. It's a necklace with some razor blades on there. So old Ripper means business with his jewelry, that's for sure. We've got this piece that goes around him here. Again, this harness holds a couple grenades on there. They're molded in. They look great. We've got a knife sheath on there. Over the shoulders, we've got 3 silver spikes over the shoulder piece there on both sides. On the back of it, there is a peg on there, which I'm assuming will hold his gun or his machine gun. There is no backpack with this figure. Moving down, we've got some tattoos on this guy. Some great looking tattoos. Got a guy there, might be a depiction of him with some horns. He's got the same beard and mohawk going on. Down here, we got a claw. Looks like it's ripping through his skin. On this side, looks like we've got a Grim Reaper, which looks awesome. On his right arm, we have another piece that goes over his bicep. It's black plastic, and there's some gold on there, and they got 5 spikes on the gold. So again, all the jewelry on this guy, definitely means business. Same with this wrist gauntlet, looks like that he has there, spikes all over it, molded in that gray plastic. His other wrist looks like he's got another bracelet or something on there. It's not a watch, it just looks like a bracelet. He's also got the camouflage green style tank top or beater type shirt he's wearing there, which looks awesome. Again, back to the look of him in the original figure. We've got blue jeans, it looks like, on this guy. He's got a black belt that's molded in. Nothing special too much about that belt, but it is molded on him. It doesn't go around the waist. Looks like a wallet chain here for his wallet, painted in a nice silver metallic color. He's got a holster on his right leg for his smaller gun. A couple black knee pads there, and down to the boots look great. Just some simple style black boots, which look pretty good. So overall, the look of the figure, I think, looks really good. I don't really have anything bad to say so far about how he looks. There's a lot going on with this guy. There's a lot on him. Definitely a great looking figure so far. All right, and for articulation, I'll go through this kind of quickly. It's usually the same standard articulation. So for his head sculpt, we've got left and right movement. We've got up and down. There is some movement with the neck there, so there's no issue with that. The back of his mohawk here that sticks out may stop him a little bit from looking up very much, but overall looks pretty good. He can do the old T-stand there, no problem. There's nothing stopping his shoulders from moving or the arms from going up, so that's good. We've got pinless double elbow joints, so the movement looks good on the elbows. There's no problem there. They are fairly stiff, so that's good. We got the butterfly joints in the shoulders there, so there's lots of good movement. Everything feels good. We've got the ab crunch, clicks into place, so it's not too loose. Everything looks good with that. His waist articulation, you can see a little bit of a gap in there, but I don't think you can really do anything about that. It doesn't look bad or anything like that. There is waist movement, so everything looks good there. It looks pretty solid. He's got the thigh cut as usual. Lots of good movement there. The holster covers up that joint there, so that's good. Double pinless knee joints, which is awesome to see. It looks like this is a brand new sculpt, I think. I don't think they reused anything for this guy. The knees are definitely tight, so there's no problem there. We've got the boot cuts right here, no problem. For the feet, we've got up and down, we've got left and right. Everything seems to be just about right with that. So overall, articulation with this guy seems good. I don't see any quality issues. Ripper is looking really good. All right, so we'll get these weapons on him, and we'll see how he looks. All right, so we'll get that smaller gun. We'll get that in the holster there, so that looks like she slides in really nicely. No problem there at all, so that's a good fit for that gun. A little bit of the blade sticks out the bottom there, so that looks neat. We've got his blade, so the knife sits up in there really well. For this machine gun, I'm gonna just put it on the back of him because I'm gonna get to that. And there goes the magazine. I'll leave it like that for now, but I'll definitely have to probably put some glue on it. So far that's the only issue that I see with this guy, but that gun does fit on his back there well. And then we got the glasses. So are these glasses gonna fit on or stay on? Let's see. I know there's a problem I heard with buzzers, but well, there we go. So they do just barely tuck around his ears, just enough to hold it on there. So I think we're gonna be all right with these glasses, and they look great. They really do. That looks like good old Ripper for sure. All right, let's get this big beast in his hands.
3 hours later.
All right, there we go. It took a little bit of effort to kind of get that his hands over those two pieces to hold on to it. It's on there. There's lots of opportunities for some different poses with this thing, but it looks really good. So there you go. There is G.I. Joe Classified Ripper, and I think he looks awesome. Let me know what you guys think. All right, next up we've got Buzzer. So on the box we got a nice photo of the action figure in action. Down here we've got the comic style artwork picture, which looks really good. Again, up in that top corner we've got some of the weapons, accessories that come with this guy. On the side we have got the art comic style picture on the side, which looks really good. He is number 106 in the series. And again, on the side over here we've got that QR code that you can scan for more information about Buzzer. Again, he is number 106. And on the back we have Buzzer standing at 6.2 inches. We've got a look here of a nice belt buckle he's got on him there, nice skull and crossbones. We've got some more tattoos on these guys. There's the overall, all the pieces that come with them. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's get this guy opened up. All right, and as usual, while I open up Buzzer, you can have a look at his 3 3/4 inch figure from the 80s, a Real American Hero line. And we definitely got a Buzzer figure, so that's good. And we'll get out his accessories and weapons pack case. Dreadnok Buzzer. He is number 106 in the series. And again, we've got a logo there from Cobra. And we'll get this opened up. All right, I will get Buzzer out of his cardboard coffin, and we'll have a better look. All right, so let's take a look at Buzzer's weapons here. So we'll start off, he's got a little pistol here, a little handgun, molded in that dark gray, almost black plastic. There's a bit of a little tan colored wrap around the handle, which is good. I'm glad they put something on there like that just to give it a little bit of color life to it. So that looks good. It's a very small gun. He has got a blade. I don't think we've seen one like this. It's got a nice handle on it, molded in that black plastic. There's some texture on the handle there, if you can see that up close. So it looks good. And we've actually got a nice metallic silver paint job on the blade, and there is some texture in there to give it some different contours and the way the light hits it. So really good looking knife they did for this guy. soft plastic though. It does bend, but at least it's straight. It came straight out of the box. Here's his glasses. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of how they did these glasses. I think they're a little bit too round. I know people have been using like Sergeant Slaughter's glasses, and I think even that looks better, like more like some kind of aviator style glasses. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. And then we get into some of his hardcore weapon. We got this black handle, which has a chain coming off of it, and then not sure what you would call this kind of blade on the end, but it almost looks like an anchor, but it's that is a sharp blade all the way around there. So I'm pretty sure if you were to get whipped with this thing, it's definitely going to do some damage. So the handle is molded in that dark gray, almost black plastic, and we have that nice silver metallic paint app on the chain and on this blade on the end. So that looks really good. This one's okay if it's a little bit more flimsy, because it is supposed to be on a chain. Then we got this one here. This looks like a baseball bat out of the box. It's got a bit of a bend in it, so we'll get that straightened out. We got a nice silver wrap here around the handle to hold on to, and then we get to these blades. So basically these are halves of like circular blades for saws. Looks like they are attached on there. There's a spike on the end. So if you were to get hit with this, if this was swung at you or swung at your neck or something, probably not going to be good for you. Another heavy duty hardcore weapon here for the Dreadnoks. Just wish they would just use a solid plastic and just not have these be able to bend like this. So, and last but not least, we have got his big weapon. This bad boy looks like it'll do some serious damage. We've got a chainsaw. The motor part of the chainsaw is molded in that dark gray, almost black plastic. We got a handle on the back here for one hand. We got the other handle here. No paint apps on that, but for the chainsaw blade, for the bar, it's painted again in that metallic silver paint, which looks really good. The chain that actually goes around it just looks like it's in that dark gray molded plastic. There is a little hole right here where I've seen people are putting there's a little smoke effect that you can get that can come out of there, but overall it's a good looking piece. They made it look really well. There's lots going on here in the motor part of the chainsaw, but again, we've got that flimsy plastic for the chainsaw bar, which I just wish they would get out of doing that. I don't see there any reason why that can't just be a solid hard plastic, but anyways, that is the chainsaw. All right, let's look at Buzzer. So we'll start with his head. Pretty good looking head sculpt on this guy. We've got that signature blonde hair that goes back into a ponytail, as we've seen on all versions of this guy. Good looking face sculpt on him. He's got that the mouth showing a little bit of teeth there. The eyes look really good, pointed the right way. The eyebrows look pretty good. So all the paint apps on the head look really good. Moving down, so we've got a very light beige shirt on him. He's got the sleeves cut off, as we can see there. It looks really good. Looks like we got a couple dog tags hanging out of his pocket there. He might have collected those off a few Joes or something that he had some fun with. Looks like we got a bit of a gold, looks like almost like a sheriff badge on there. So I'm sure old Buzzer thinks he's the man in charge. We've got a green strap that goes over his right shoulder. On that, it's holding 2 grenades. Looks like a flash grenade and a regular grenade on there. And if you notice his chest, they've actually this is the first figure where they've put some hair on as a paint app. So we have some chest hair on him right there. You can kind of see that on there, and on his arms, same thing. He's got some forearm hair on there, which doesn't look too bad. I don't think it's totally necessary that that's on there like that, but it looks pretty good. He's got a tattoo on his left arm. It looks like it's in a green paint. Looks like we've got a cobra snake there with a knife, which looks really good. Nothing on his right arm. So moving down, we've got pretty sweet looking punk style studded belt. I actually had one of these belts I used to wear back in my days of going down to the bar, listening to punk rock music. And it's got a really nice skull and crossbone belt buckle on the front there, really well done with the silver paint. So that looks really good. It's got some color on there. Those silver studs look really well done. Moving down, we have looks like light colored jeans on this guy. He's got these thigh plates on him for probably a little extra protection that also hold these gun holster on his left side, and on the right side we have a knife sheath. And then moving down, we've got the some black knee pads there. These look like new boots. I don't think anyone's had these yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've seen these boots on any of the figures. So they are molded in that light brown plastic, and we do have a silver paint app on the ring that holds the buckles on the sides of his boots there. So it looks really well done. So that looks like that's it for Buzzer out of the box. I think it's a great looking figure so far. I don't see any major issues with him yet. All right, quickly for articulation, so we'll look at the head sculpt. So we have lots of left and right movement here. There's no problem there at all. Ponytail coming down the back does kind of stop him from looking up. Only goes about that much, but you can look down. So good movement there. We got that, it's a little bit of neck movement too, so that looks pretty good. T-stand with his arms extend all the way up. There's nothing on his shoulders that are blocking that, which is nice. Moving down, we have the bicep twist. We have double pinless elbows, which is nice. And we've got the normal wrist action, move it all the way around, up and down, so lots of movement there on both sides. We have the ab crunch, which again, everything seems to click into place, so that's good. It's not floppy at all. Waist movement, the usual bit of waist movement there, and it looks really well done where it sits, no gaps, so that looks good. He's got the thigh twist and the drop down hips. The thigh twist on this guy is extremely stiff. I haven't seen that on too many figures being that stiff, but not going to move those a whole lot right now. But he's got the double thigh cut there. These knees are double pinned knees, so that tells me that these legs have been used on somebody before, but the knees seem to be fairly tight, so there's no issues there at all. We've got the boot cut, and they seem to be nice and stiff. The ankle cut is a little bit loose. May cause some problems for posing. There's the movement there, so no problem there. But yeah, the feet, they move a little bit freely, but they're not too bad. All right, so we'll put his gun or his pistol in his holster on his left leg there, so no issue with that. That fits in there fine. Looks good. And on the other side, we'll put that blade in the knife sheath. No problem there. That fits in good. There's no backpack for this guy. There is a hole in the back for a backpack, but he really could use one. Most of the figures that have been out for Buzzer, there's been some sort of a backpack. I believe I saw Gridiron Studios is doing a weapons pack for this guy, which I'm thinking about getting because it looks really good. Because there's nowhere to store any of these extra his weapons, so there's nothing for those, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice a backpack. He could have attached those to it. So we got those glasses. So let's see what these are all about. And I can tell right now that they are. I think when they made this guy, they didn't give enough of an ear, a top of an ear, for these to sit back on. So yeah, it's true what they say. The glasses for Buzzer are not great. So what I am thinking about doing is possibly taking some of those little clear tie downs that hold the figures in the box, and if I can get one long enough, I may just slightly the smallest dab of glue onto the backs, and it would wrap around the back of his head to hold those in place. So they are not staying on, that's for sure. So that's unfortunate. They've done pretty good so far with like Sergeant Slaughter's glasses and Ripper's glasses, but no, those aren't gonna stay on. So I think we'll leave those off for now. And for his other weapons, we'll get the bat in hand here. And I just noticed his hands look a little different. Is it just me, or does it look like these two bottom fingers there actually cut and curl around a little more than we've seen? He doesn't have like one trigger finger. His middle finger is about the same as that, so kind of looks like his hands might be a little different. You can even see it on this one, so it's a little bit different grip he's got. I'm assuming that's probably specifically made like that for these weapons. We get the chain in there, so there he is with his with those two weapons in hand. They fit in there fine. They stay in, no problem. But we want to get that big chainsaw in his hand, so we'll take these off. It's just too bad we don't have somewhere to store them on him. That would have been really nice if we could do that. And we will get this his chainsaw in handed here. Okay, so that fits okay there. There he is in hand with his badass chainsaw. There he is. There is Buzzer. Good looking figure. I don't see too much wrong with them. Just those glasses. It's really unfortunate that those glasses will not stay on. So I will have to customize those, I think, to get them to stay on. But like I said, I have a couple ideas to do that. Let's take a look at both these guys. We'll put them in some poses, spin them around, and we're going to get the other Dreadnoks that have been out so far, and we're going to get them all together here for a bit of a reunion before they hit my shelf. So stick around for that. And guys, please hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. I really appreciate all the subs that I've received so far. We're almost at 500. Putting that last push in here to get to 500 subs. And please hit that like button if you like this video of these guys. And please hit that bell so you know exactly when my next video will be uploaded and ready for you to watch. All right, so we'll put these guys in a spin. We'll get them all together here. And so thanks guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you real soon.